What's up guys, welcome to the video review of the JuiceCover for the iPad 2 or the iPad 3 or third generation iPad, and this is a high-end kind of battery pack case for the iPad by MiPow.com. They make an array of different battery solutions for your Apple devices and other devices as well, so you can check out their website. So as I said, this is a product designed for the iPad 2 and it also works with the third generation iPad, which I have. Some specs of this is it has a 6,000 milliamp hour battery, which is roughly about half of the iPad, which means it will charge it to around 50-60% before cutting out. So it's not going to give you a full charge, but it will just give you a boost if you're on the road and that kind of thing. It has an input current of 2.1 amps and output current of 2.1 amps. It will take, with the iPad in it, roughly around 8 hours to charge. So with the iPad, and that will boot up both your iPad and the JuiceCover. So let's just go ahead and take a look at what we get in the box. And this is the box here. It's a lovely packaging. It actually clips with a little magnetic clip down here, so they've put a lot of thought into the packaging, which I really like. This a big thing with this case is it's only 0.4 centimeters thin, so or 0.4 centimeters thick, but down by the bottom, obviously it's a little bit thicker, but then it evens out, and you've got a really thin case here, which is really nice to see. So we're just going to open it up, and we are going to get a MiPow kind of just a information guide about all of their other products, and a little again just more information about some of their other products, and an instruction manual about this case. So also you will be getting in here, let's just put this to the side. Also, you will be getting a USB to mini or micro USB, one of the two, so you can charge it from your iPad's power brick. So that's nice that they include that. It's actually a really nice branded one, so that's really nice, really high quality. So around the case, let's just go ahead and get my iPad in here. I believe it would be easier with the second generation of iPad to get this in because it is a little bit thinner. With this, it does definitely fit. It's just a little bit snug, so it's just a little bit of a tricky business to get it actually sitting nicely in there. Okay, so once the iPad is in the case, like so, you can see on the back we have a cutout for the camera. I believe that with the iPad 2, it definitely doesn't restrict the camera on the iPad 3, but on the iPad 2 it will just be a nicer fit. We have a large cutout for the volume controls. We do not have a cutout, obviously, for the dock connector, but we have a cutout for that mini USB, which they provided. Cutout for the speaker there, obviously no audio inhabilitation, so we get a cutout for a universal cutout along the top for the audio input and the power switch there. So along the bottom, you're going to get nothing on the dock connector side of it, just a power switch right there, which when pressed will give you a little kind of let's just shade that in there, press it. You can see that we get a LED, kind of it gives you a kind of a reading about how much battery you have left in the case. So they do advertise this case to work with the smart cover, and that it does. You can just put your smart cover on right there. Works absolutely fine in obviously all of the orientations, so no problem there whatsoever. Something I would just note is that it does add quite a bit of weight to it. I mean, the iPad, obviously, the iPad third generation had a little bit of weight added to it, which obviously didn't notice that much. But when in collaboration with the added weight from the JuiceCover and the iPad, it gets a little bit heavy. I'd say it's about the weight of a MacBook Air, if you've ever picked one of those up, an 11-inch, 13-inch MacBook Air, one of the two. But again, it's not heavy. I wouldn't say it's heavy, just it would get a little bit uncomfortable, and it did get a little bit uncomfortable maybe whilst gaming or something like that. So I did find just a couple of things with the battery. I mean, it worked well. It was not a problem at all. When I was on 100% battery and I turned this on, it got me through to maybe about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon from the morning, maybe 6 or 7 in the morning, to run out the battery and then just start running on the power of the iPad, which is really nice. It means you don't get a flat iPad battery during the day. However, I will just say that when you're using the iPad, because the iPad 3 has a Retina display, it has more power coming out of that battery. I did actually notice that when playing maybe a graphic-intensive game, it was actually, when it was charging with the function down here, the charge would actually decrease, so it would still be going down even though it's charging. But so I just found it most effective to just leave my iPad alone if you need to charge this up from maybe 0 or something like that. But, you know, a really nice product, really well designed. It's just a gorgeous design. It's really thin, really, you know, ergonomic, and doesn't detract from your iPad at all. I can't recommend it for everyone due to its high price tag. This is going to run you $100 in the US and around about £65 in the UK. So for certain people, yes, definitely an awesome product, but for most people, I mean, I know I wouldn't have bought this from MiPow only because I don't really have a problem with the iPad's battery, but I'm definitely not going to go and spend £65 on this if I was having a slight trouble with my battery. But for certain people, you know, this is going to be a very, very useful product. A couple of negatives, but the overall summary of the case is just excellent. It is a lovely case and one I've thoroughly enjoyed using. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment below if you have any questions, subscribe at the top, and I will see you all in the next video.